It's the triple initiator. We take a peek. We get the round started. It's an early guiding light out towards A. 100 Thieves on the attack. One map away from representing North America in Berlin. And well, that turret really being the sixth man there for XSET.
Yeah, Asuna looks like he's already ran deep in towards the site. It's a late rotation here from Def, and XSET just going to be forced to play this retake. They have double initiators of their own, so it's doable, but notice the amount of control 100 Thieves has right now. Nitro is out towards the catwalk, and they have a man in main.
It does put a lot of pressure on Nitro's shoulders to be able to hold that one down and try and secure that pinch as the paranoia comes through. It's going to force the players of XSET away, and well, they battle right back for a couple of frags. It's a 3-for-1, leaving it into the hands of Steel and Hiko.
One enemy remaining.
Well, now all up to Hiko, and unfortunately couldn't get it done in the 1v4. XSET, they lose map 1, they come back into map 2, and they grab themselves the pistol.
Whew, this BRR guy is looking clean. The pistols in his hands are just built a little bit differently as XSET will grab that pistol round. 100 Thieves, I liked the extension. Hold on to that control. Take your space out towards the catwalk, but I almost feel like the pinch came in a bit too early. XSET was still fully postured out towards that kind of default killjoy position below the window, and they found their sanctity there. Despite a paranoia coming through, they had cover to fight around, so they were able to just dip in and out, win out on those gunfights, and with heaven control still in their favor, they just pinched Hiko on the site. It's a well-played retake, but a few mistakes from 100 Thieves. However, they forced into this one. They have money to work with, and they're pushing their way out towards B. However, Spike not a part of this play just yet.
Information damage gathered there by BCJ. Ethan gonna be worse for wear. One of those forced up weapons in the Spectre on the sky. And that's, well, the worst player to receive the damage because unfortunately you're sageless this time around, and the regrowth not be used on yourself, nor is it available in this round as the drone goes through. Asuna now in a tough spot. Might just get wall banged himself. Takes quite a bit of damage on the way out, and I'm not too sure 100 Thieves found quite what they were looking for there in B main.
Yeah, they really did not. Now, they're really slowing this down. Headed towards the default spread. A bit of work up towards catwalk and Hiko. Working to re-clear A main. XSET is just playing this retake setup with a lot of utility committed towards the tree room. You see the grab wells, you see the swarms there, but what you also see is Pure R knocked down incredibly low.
Yeah, 145 on the jet will be topped off. Thanks to Zekin, who does have the regrowth himself. Aaron forced to back away. A nice recon bolt, gonna get some info, and well, Pure R goes right back to work with the ghost he had in the previous round. Picks up the first on this one, closing things out onto Ethan as Asuna sneaks away. A shot to the side of the head, finds the second. The four starting to come online as Nitro now secures a weapon of his own. It's XSET, a player down here in the retake. It's looking like Pure R the first to contact. They know the position of Asuna, but they don't expect Nitro. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but it's 100 Thieves still a player up.
Huge dash by Asuna to buy so much time and force this tree fight to be everything for XSET. Now they have to actually deal with the matter of the spike, and it's Hiko. It's Nitro for the final 2 frags. 100 Thieves, they'll force in. They'll win the round.
And we're getting a peek inside the minds of 100 Thieves, where they're at, how they're feeling. And it's damn good to force up after losing the pistol, then to win it out. Lets you know that they're feeling just as confident as they did in the 9-3 half that they were staring at on Haven. A huge round to pick up there with a couple of big weapons as well handed on over. Yeah. We see Hiko buying into that Vandal. It's Ethan still hanging out with the Sheriff, but a very potent round here for 100 Thieves. But XSET might just look to match Thrifty for Thrifty.
Yeah, I mean, for a moment, you gotta give some props to Asuna there, because it's not just the gunplay, it's the dash. He knew when to disengage, when his life was more important than the frags, and well, Ethan in this one, a bit of a tough spot, but Asuna will bail him on out, Zekin to fall, so a good opener for the Thieves.
One down.
And there is another. The Marshals are still online. XSET, as we see Def come online with his. Looking for some more. Asuna hops up. Frenzy shot's gonna go wide. It's a 3K for the Jet as Ethan makes sure it won't be a 5, but maybe a 4. No, Pure R has something to say about it. So damage looking to be dealt here. That is the name of the game as the Trailblazer goes over the top. It's gonna take a couple of no scopes. And well, Ethan has a no-scope of his own with the Sheriff. 100 Thieves find their second.
If PRR had found a second kill there, that actually would have been huge. Not even talking about eco damage, just because he would have had the Blade Storm available. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen, so if he wants the Blades in this round, he'll have to fight for them. But the money, it's back online. Operator in the hands of PRR, rifles for the rest of the squad, and this is where they get a bit of a respite from that initial punish for the force buy win of the 100 Thieves. 3 postured out towards A main, but second, maybe considering falling off of it. I like that they're queued up for a spot of aggression here. The Astra utility and the Bird all helping out PRR to get in a good position.
A lot of weight on the shoulders of Aaron, though, to be holding down the B site all by himself. Trailblazer spots a clear front of the site. Now BCJ has moved over. And Aaron still undetected on the site. And Ethan able to grab himself. The Seekers now on the line. Like you pointed out, full weapons across the board. A bit of a bonus for both Nitro and Ethan. I think we're keeping eyes on Asuna still, who has the blades here in hand.
Yeah, that he does. Asuna, they storm queued up. Just a fake dash. Oh, it's all a fake. They've committed some utility. And this will actually pull rotations out of XSET.
Dark covers out. Aaron still close, still has the utility available. Nitro will fall out towards mid. It's def to find the first kill on the round. Aaron does get traded out on the B site, opened up. But Steal on an incredible lurk here, maybe undetected. 3 players for 100 Thieves on the side, and there it is. Steal for 2, make it 3. It's all up to PRR with operator in hand. He tosses a cloud burst, he tucks tail, and he looks to save.
Yeah, this just has to be a save. It's heartbreak for XSET. That round, it was looking so doable. Yeah, the 100 Thieves had the site, but they had the util to retake it. It was being queued up towards spawn, and will Steal finds it. He's no longer playing the Sentinel, but he can still be that lurker. He can still be that rat. But Asuna, he's not done with this round. He wants the hunt. He knows that keeping this operator would be huge for XSET, and he's looking to deny that.
And this was a semi-bonus for 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, they'll still be able to buy in the next. Obviously, it would be nice to keep your weapons, but maybe even nicer to take away the operator. Well, Asuna not going to find any luck there. It's PRR to sit down 1 on the way out, but it's 100 Thieves with a 2-round lead.
And I mean, initially there for XSET, they put a lot into the positioning towards A main to hold down to that area of the map, and well, then they get faked on out. It's a dash from Asuna towards the tree room. Everyone from XSET is pulled, so it's an almost free site for 100 Thieves. And in the chaos of that rotation off the fake site, Steal found himself a timing, and he found himself the round-winning flank. It's another eco now for XSET as that dart might just reveal 1, but it is broken, and Def with the Marshal in close. This is going to be tough.
Yeah, now powerless due to the null command as Asuna goes up over the house. Steph and BCJ will fall on the site, and it's just bodies to be found there for XSET as they try and bring up the rear towards that B site. Unfortunately, nothing much to be found. It's a hindered by. It's kind of what we were expecting in a round like this with 100 Thieves to have the superior firepower. It looks like XSET on a split across the map. Try and play containment here. Take away some of the weapons, but Zekin the first to fall out of the 3 that remain.
Oh, what an adjustment. Nitro is so clean, and here we go again. This feels like a repeat of the previous round, but this time Austin will fall a bit earlier. 100 Thieves, looks like they're still going to try and hunt things down, but it was just a clean, quick execute. They realized it was an eco, so they pushed on forward, but they also commit resources to watching their flank. That can be an issue in these. Okay, thought he was going to get another there. It doesn't happen. It's Ethan to pick it up instead. But my point was, in these Sentinelist comps, oftentimes you see teams struggling with the flank, but 100 Thieves, they've not had that issue.
No, not at all. I do think we might see a bit on the defensive side. You are going to have to pay a bit more attention, but even if you do have some shortcomings in holding onto the flank on defense, we're already seeing 100 Thieves give themselves huge padding here on the attack. So if you let a couple of rounds sneak away because of that, hopefully you have the rounds to back it up as we go right back into it with full weapons across the board. It's BCJ with an Odin this time around, one of the staples here on Ascent. So we might get some of the Odin and Odin battles, because I know that Steel also likes to flirt with the Odin or the Ares here on this map as well.
That he does. This round, I'm slow to start things off. Seekers are popped, and it looks like it might just be prime for an ace split. Paranoia forward, Asuna the dash off of it. Spray is there, but Ethan just finds a huge double entry XSET again on the back foot, forced to play this retake.
Forced to play the retake, quite possibly forced to play the resave. They have to try and find something early in this one as the spike gets planted, or else they won't get anything at all. And there it is. BCJ will pick up the first. A nice wall bang from heaven to hell. Looking for some more as the drone grabs some info. Unfortunately, no bodies to be found on the opposite side of the wall. Grab well, recon bolt's gonna give some information back. Not a whole lot of penetration. Well, you don't need penetration when you've got the backstab as Nitro comes through for one, looking to close it out on the next. And Def, now not long for this world, is a near flawless round just around the corner. And there it is, 100 Thieves to 5.
The pacing on that take out towards the tree room was absolutely astounding. And it's just the 100 Thieves classic, right? Asuna to create the space and Ethan to capitalize. He might have had a troublesome start to Haven, but here he just looks perfectly comfortable on this sky. And I'm really happy about the comp change. Yeah, Sage is good, but it makes these attacking sides so difficult when you play that double Senti comp, but it's the exact opposite for 100T. They have such an impeccable attacking side for both maps we've seen this comp, and it's true too on the defense to an extent, because those flashes, that initiation power is huge in retakes to save for XSET. It's a Blade Storm from Pure R, but he's already given away his position out mid.
Couple of shots go wide. That one gonna land on the body of Steel. Unfortunately, full shields, full health. Means that KO stays alive and should get topped off once Steel and Ethan link up, as they are split across the map. It's another situation where 100 Thieves can continue to grow their lead, and we've yet to really see it outside of that force after losing the pistol for 100 Thieves. Neither team has really given up too much in terms of losing to the Thrifties. There's so much respect given, and they're securing the rounds that they need to. So it feels, I guess, a little stagnant, right? We can kind of know what to expect in rounds like this for XSET, and hopefully they can make me eat my words as Aaron undetected picks up one, looking for more as Asuna assumes his position on the site. Ethan not gonna take a peek at the Killjoy, who will find another, and it's 100 Thieves. They've taken the site, but they're on the back foot.
Ash forward here, Util still to work with. They want to set Asuna up for a fight, but his tailwind is expended. Only one Cloudburst to work with, and that is the perfect shot start from BCJ. Steel now in the clutch. 1 versus 3, but his opponents don't have weapons. Time against him, but the plant's forthcoming.
10 seconds left.
And he hopped off for the plant. Now has to look to stick it. There's the thrifty round. It was manifested at the start of that one. Maybe a bit of caster curse on 100 Thieves, so I apologize to the fans out there, but either way, XSET, they show us that they're down, but they're not out, Mimi.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's a really good point, because a round like that, that's what gets your mental back. You have a really rough map where you kind of choke a little bit, and it slips away from you, and you have a tough start to Ascent, but then you win a huge round in this one. Aaron especially going massive. It's just a bit of a mistake from 100 Thieves. No one checks that angle. A team that's normally so thorough should not be making those mistakes. This might give a door back in for XSET to build up some rounds.
Nico not garnering too much. Oh my goodness. Well, Asuna turns it around completely. It was only BCJ spotted by the drone. Out towards the spawn. Asuna goes up and sits the Sova down. Now again, the tip of the spear on the site, creating the space. And Ethan finds another frag. XSET, they start to get their feet under them, but the rug is pulled out once more. Now in a 3v5. It could be containment all over again for this XSET squad.
Austin is hungry. He wants more. He's already out towards market. Pure is flashed off of the line, and Zekin is just forced to hold close. They might still want to go for this, but it's really just desperation. Asuna with the blades ready. Hiko finds the trade for Death, and well, with the trades coming through, it comes to a 3 versus 1, and Pure cannot get it done. A huge post plant for 100 Thieves. They may lose out, but they hit their stride again.
that is, I am struggling to wrap my head around Asuna continuing and how he continues
He's feeling it.
to make something out of what feels like nothing. You get the drone and you say, okay, hey guys, there's somebody jump peeking in the spawn. We're gonna get spotted here. And also says, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about me. Goes up top, unleashes the wind blade shower just as you know would. Well, it secures another round for 100 Thieves, and now a 4-round lead. And this one, we're seeing all of the momentum and none of it going the way of XSET.
Yeah, it's tough to watch for a moment, especially if you're an XSET fan. This has got to hurt, and well, if you're an XSET player, even more so. But you have to keep that mental steady. You have to keep focused on this game because it's still winnable. Anything can happen, and this round, Seekers are popped out of the 100 Thieves. They're already up mid. This is looking to be a B split.
That it is. It's a guiding light. Gonna slow things down for a second. Ethan gonna get tagged up, but not taken down. Unfortunately, not able to convert. Asuna is pushed on to the site. Trying to play the close quarters again. We've seen the shaky aim, but he finds the heads no less as it's Asuna for one. It's Ethan for the next. It's 1 HP on the Jet, but what more can he find? And a 1 HP on Ethan as well. The spike carrier has fallen, as has the spike. And XSET looking to play right around it as Pure R picks one up through the wall. Steel will fall. The lockdown to keep him onto the site. They have to try and fight off of it, but Hiko ready for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean much. Nothing to account for there as they all get wiped out. Now Nitro in a 1v3 needs to go clutch or it's going to be XSET. As I said previously, momentumless, but now they've got some in their corner. It's Def with 4. It's XSET to 3.
The new leader to the squad going huge in that round, finding himself the 4K that you mentioned. And for the 100 Thieves, it feels like XSET has finally found a solution to these just straight brawly hits, and well, that's just in anchoring it on down. Still, except they'll have to prove consistency. We saw them pick up that 1 round on the Thrifty before, and this happened in the previous map. In the second half where they were struggling, they would win 1 round, but then immediately lose after that. And in some ways, it's almost worse than just losing a streak because your loss bonus gets lowered quite significantly off of that round win and puts you in a tougher situation. Hunter's Fury double tag. He's trying to convert the kill. Won't happen, but it's a good bit of damage early on.
Oh, they do have an answer this time around as Asuna pushes through, finds one. We go blind for blind, sky for sky. It's Zekin out on top, but it's traded right back. Fortunately, Ethan not able to find too much, and back and forth we go. A 3 for 3 thus far here is the round. We're just about 20 seconds deep, but the bodies continue to fall. Now a 2v2 situation with some dueling drones. Hiko looking to gather as much info as he can, and Steel in a tough spot. Needs to cross. We'll toss out the flash just to get through towards the site. But Def in this round, Mimi, could go huge.
This could be a huge pinch here. After util queued up, Steel on this plant. Target initiated for BCJ. It'll ping out one. Shock's ready, and a bit of damage off of it, but it's Def in main. Finds the head of Hiko, cuts it down to Steel. He's in this tight corner, so Def, it's going to be hard for him to be traded if he doesn't look at this position, and he doesn't. Leaves it to BCJ, and Steel flash over the top. Blinds out BCJ, and he goes around the edge. Steel wins it out with the Red Bull clutch.
And I think that's the first Red Bull clutch that we've seen all day, but a heads-up play. And can you blame BCJ? Maybe you're not expecting in a 1v1 for that KO to immediately start looking to fight you. So he tries to go halfway and just doesn't go BCJ's way. That was a lot of A's there in the rhymes as we take another peek at that Red Bull clutch. And with that, the no command now online. We know how pivotal that has been, but we've also seen that all fall a little flat. Maybe not necessarily in this series as much, but it's not a guarantee, but you can almost guarantee that Asuna will find the entry and Ethan will find the next. 100 Thieves continue to do it. A 1-2 punch to open up the B site and to continue pushing forward.
They're still looking for more. Hiko with the spam back towards spawn. XSET not being given a door. They're not even being given a window. No fights presenting themselves. There's a man holding the flank. That's Nitro back towards attacker side at spawn. No clear point of entry. And for XSET, I mean, you want to go for this. You want to make an attempt because rounds are desperately needed at this point in time. But might just have to be looking for that damage, looking for that containment, and Steel has already fought his way out for one. The smoke is perfect. They'll get out towards spawn, and 100 Thieves will get away with a fantastic round.
Last player standing. Finished.
Yeah, one weapon stripped away. Nayrin gonna try and find some more here. Is able to do so, so starting to damage the economy, but like you said, the rounds are starting to stack for 100 Thieves. We're one
Last
away
round
from a
before the
9-3 half mirror, this time in favor of 100 Thieves. And if you're an XSET fan, and well, a Valorant fan, no less, to get us to map 3, XSET has got to match that same 100 Thieves energy. Now, 8-4 still on the table, a full buy as well. This is basically all you could hope for coming into a last round of the half.
Yeah, a couple ults to work with here for Ethan and Austin, two crucial ones there. Hiko's still far off of his, and I think earlier I might have accidentally said that the tags connected. It was just the ping from his recon, so not the biggest impact felt, but I need it when you have these frags that 100 Thieves are consistently getting. But look at this from XSET. That's a huge fight out towards lobby. Before the game, we asked for aggression, and well, we finally have it. This might just be what they need to win a round.
Yeah, and you've got your 2-punch up, but you lost your 1-punch. Austin has fallen. Ethan's still alive, but what can he get done without his trusty duo? He's got Hiko right behind him, but they get sat down, leaving it all up to Steel, who is slow to the play out towards Bede. Tries to line him up, but XSET again. Down, but not out. Flawless round to swap sides at the half.
It's 8-4. It's not the best of halves for your defensive side on Ascent, but we saw what happened back on Haven. The attacking side was the huge strong point for both of these teams. XSET, they're a squad that we should never count out. And after this break, we'll have to find out if XSET can keep it going or if 100 Thieves will close out and head to Berlin.
looking to get back into it. Things not as dire or desperate for XSET as they were for 100 Thieves in the first map. And we know that a comeback is possible here. As 100 Thieves lead 1-0. I am still Tanner Metro. I am still joined by my co-pilot, Evil Cat or Mimi, and XSET. Like I said in the last map for 100 Thieves, they've got some splaining to do here in the second half.
Yeah, and I mean, when I tell you it's winnable for XSET, it's not just a copium for a third map. It's really possible. These guys are so good on the attack, but 100 Thieves are looking fantastic, and they're confident. A push out from main early on. Asuna takes some damage, but he's still looking to double dip. Finally, he will relent, and both sides stay 5 up, but a bit of damage taken to the Star Jet of the Thieves.
And it's Asuna, kind of that guard dog, just let off the leash here. We heard it in the interview for XSET that the plays that they make, they have confidence. They just allow the players to do it. Nobody's really asking, and it looks like 100 Thieves are allowing Asuna to do that same thing, right? Taking those aggressive peeks, not getting punished for it is the biggest thing there, because obviously you might eventually need to see him reeled back in as we trade out the flashes, the guiding lights, the fragments, looking to slow things down for a second. Asuna undetected, but it's Ethan this time with the one punch. Asuna match with the 2. It was just a fake out towards the B site as XSET have secured their positions on the A site. Door closed, spike down, and a retake imminent.
That it is. It's a strong post-plant position. Death Towards Hell has that double setup with BCJ on the Silva, but 100 Thieves, remember, it's triple initiator, and they're queued up.
Nice shock darts right under the feet of Death, as there it is. Asuna, the 2-punch this time around, make it the third as Aaron battles back, but to only find one. It's the dash on through. Name a better duo than maybe Zekin in the frenzy here. Maybe Zekin in the post plant as the recon. Both gonna give the information. Asuna looking to stick the fuse. He's forced to back away on 1 HP. Continues to find the frags. But too many players means the spike defused, and 100 Thieves with the pistol.
Asuna just does not stop. Someone has to stop this kid, because if he continues this pace, I don't see a world where XSET can pick this up. This one man single-handedly is creating all the space necessary for that retake. Ethan has one bird to flash on in. He'll dash forward. I mean, you can feel the confidence in the air when you watch him play.
And I've been saying this the majority of this, but Asuna usually the first to find a frag with Ethan right behind it, and that one we saw the roles reversed. It was Ethan picking up the kill first, Asuna then finding the second on the round, and both a match in the force thanks to the spike being planted. XSET already lose one player, so a weapon down. Again, still winnable. Steel chipped away at low HP, and it is just the bonus. Unfortunately, worried about the Vandal here, and well, the Vandal's able to find that frag as Def again meets his fate there. A little bit unfortunate not to find the spray down. The shock dart in the last round, the spray in the next as BCJ tries to find some more, not able to do so.
Wow, huge stuff from the 100 Thieves. Seal just getting hyper aggressive in this round. There was a risk of the force up, but they just disrespected a little bit. Fight on forward. This time it's not Ethan and Asuna, it's Steel and Asuna instead, and it's Tico coming for support. Zekin will find Steel, but the artillery is here. However, Zekin still finding impact. Picks up 2, but it's not quite enough. The Thieves will deny the force buy, and I mean, this could set them up for 11. This early game XSET economy is not going to be looking very good.
Yeah, and you have to appreciate the thought behind that, right? We get a look into XSET's mind saying, we're confident, we still feel good, we think we can do this. Unfortunately, the early fights didn't go their way. We had a few shots going wide left, wide right, and they go the way of 100 Thieves. So that round falls by the wayside. But I love that we're seeing an XSET squad that, again, for the third time, is down but not out. They're keeping their mental in it. It's a lesser buy, like you stated. It's a nice little bonus for 100 Thieves. A couple of Ares. The Vandal also retrieved. This round maybe swings the way of 100 Thieves, but it's all about what XSET can get done in the next once they have the weapons in their hands.
Oh, Zekin, huge frag there, but look at the damage already dealt. 3 players down low. Still the Sheriff's ringing true, but maybe it's Ethan Sheriff instead. A new cowboy in town. It's a Sky of 100 Thieves, and he's almost evened this out. Just needs one more. It's into a 3v3, and there it is! Ethan, what is that?
just when XSET start to pull away. The only team in this series to find a thrifty round. It falls apart right in front of them. Again, they have the pieces. They just cannot put it together. But it was the eco round. It was the damage done. Now XSET finally get to come online. It's an 11-4 score line. Your backs are against the wall. It's time to start stringing them together.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do against this? What is the counterplay to Ethan just annihilating your team? No member of the 100 Thieves is sleeping right now. Everyone is hyped up. Everyone is fragging. Now for XSET, they get guns. That was just the lighter buy. That was the weird round in terms of economy. Now it's steadied out. Another kind of half bonus for the Thieves. One player on the Bladestorm. It's Asuna, but they're going quick here out towards the B site.
And taking a page out of 100 Thieves books. They try to hold it down onto the side. Zekin already gained lots of space. And well, there's the first kill, continuing to open things up for his squad. The zoomer aim met by the boomer aim as Steel picks up one. A favorable trade the way of XSET thus far.
Retake is doable. Asuna has the Bladestorm and still that updraft dash, but it's Aaron stuck out towards main in a good position, but Ethan has found him.
Now things are even and dire. As I say that, Zekin finds his third on the round. BCJ gonna match with one, and it's all up to Ethan, but a 4K. Sky versus Sky. It's Zekin out on top once more, and XSET hang on.
But the pace there from XSET was extreme. They knew that they held some semblance of a gun advantage, so they just take the fight to the 100 Thieves. And, well, they found the frags very early. Thieves didn't have enough time to pull back and commit to playing that retake, so the players trapped out on the site were basically gunned down in what ended up being a 5 versus 2. It's good work by them, but they still haven't broken the 100 Thieves economy. That forced buy round early on by XSET is still having its repercussions. It's a strong buy for the 100 Thieves.
And it's Hiko this time around with the Odin in hand. We'll see what value can come from that one as Asuna. It's spotted on the flank thanks to Aaron's alarm bot there, but it's a bit of paranoia as they walk across that open tiles area. Well, not across it, but to be seen by it. And a nice guiding light onto the Trailblazer. At the very least, you know the Sky is there, but that's it, as they were stacked up for just a moment. It's XSET. Now looking to get aggressive out towards mid. A cloud burst, the door closed, and maybe the explosion onto the side. It's opened up, but the pinch, the crunch, it's right there. Asuna on one side, Eco on the other, the dash on through. The smokes come down, the shots to land for one. Asuna, he's getting shaky, but he just might find the grapes. It's plenty here as BCJ trades it back. The site assumed, but Steel trying to steal it back here, trying to rip it from their hands. It's Zekin now, the last one standing as he downs the bot. It's Nitro to close it out, and it's 100 Thieves to map, to series, to Berlin Point.
Oh my god, the 100 Thieves, they might be about to do it. And I mean, in that round, do we even call that a retake? Because XSET, it feels like they got their foot in the door, but the rest of their body was trapped outside, and well, that was severed off by the power of the 100 Thieves. 12-5. A very impenetrable scoreline. It would take now 7 in a row for XSET to come back just to get it to overtime. Not even to take us to a map 3. This could be the road to Berlin for the 100 Thieves.
But a great start to denying that one here from the Jet and Sky of XSET this time around. They pick up a couple of kills. A Cosmic Divide gonna split that site. On top of it all, Steel will fall. Nitro the next to go down as Zekin assumes so much space. 3 on the round. It's a flawless one for XSET. They hang on, but Mimi, it's the Zekin show. When does this end?
I mean, where was this XSET in the first half? Where was the Zekin in the first half? He was having his moments, but the team just didn't feel like they were fully there. But now he's charged up. He wants to find this comeback and was maybe looking to do so. Still 100 Thieves don't have too much money in this round. It might be at least 7 to XSET. And I mean, momentum, that's something that they've never established. Normally, it's win one round, have that slip away from you. 100 Thieves are very good at coming back into things. And what? Ethan finds too. This guy's an absolute demon with the Sheriff.
2 kills traded right back because it is a lesser
No.
by Asuna on the flank. The backstab is there. Now it's all up to Def. Mimi, it comes down to this. Just about full HP here on the Astra, reloading as Steel will back away. A 1v2 situation for XSET to hang on.
Not like this. It can't be, right? Going to Berlin off a thrifty round. They're playing this together. They're pushing up. Def should hear this. It's up to him to save XSET.
The backstab eminent. Is Def ready for this one? Playing incredibly slow as the utility tossed out towards A. The first one spotted. It's all up to Hiko in a 1v1 to try and secure it here. The recon bolt, the leap away. And the 1v1 continues. The spike in hand to be planted on the B site. Again, it's the clutch master, and Hiko still alive, pushing through market. The 4K, the Red Bull clutch, and XSET hang on again.
The new man on the roster, it's Def to save his squad. 100 Thieves. They were looking to pull it off of the Eco, but it is denied, and XSET will keep this going. The Red Bull clutch from Def was played to perfection. Steel had the read. The Def would have rotated all the way to A there, but that doesn't come to fruition, and Hiko doesn't have time to swing far enough to trade that frag. So the great escape is made, and the clutch is secured. Buy is back for 100 Thieves. XSET still have guns to work with to continue to build this possible comeback.
Asuna, an operator out towards mid, not going to find too much. As the Trailblazer taken down, Hiko going just a bit high on the shots through the wall. And Mimi, how shaky do you think Def is in a situation like that? In a 1v1, he's forced to turn his back and run through mid, understanding where that Sova is. That had me getting nervous for the Astra player, but he stays calm, cool, and collected. And now in this one, we're just over 1 minute mark left in the round. Not a single player has fallen, but BCJ looking to turn that one upside down. The Hunter Shuri not gonna net too much as it was only Hiko spotted on the site. Still very healthy is that Sova.
Steel, so aggressive. Second will find the frag, and it's Ethan as well. Out on the catwalk. XSET cuts down too. The Opera and Asuna is still alive, but the spike's still not committed. It's rotating back towards B. 100 Thieves. This is gonna be a tough one to hold on in.
"30 seconds left."
And they know Hiko is here on the site. They also get a spot onto Nitro. They still opt into this one. They're going to have the strength in numbers. Says the Paranoia going to slow things down for a second. The Odin shots just ringing true. The spike still in hand. But the numbers cut down by 1. There's 13 seconds on the clock. It could come down to this. Nitro needs to stop the planner, but just can't do it. He sneaks away from the back of Boathouse as Hiko picks up one with the ult. The lockdown now online. Asuna forced to back away with the operator in hand. Still continues to try and play the retake. Spots the legs, not the shot. That one goes wide as the lockdown ticks away the sight. Now into the eyes as a shot through the wall. It's all up to Asuna, who's been good thus far. The Vandal picked up, the reload secured, but the clock is ticking. XSET seemingly going to hang on for another round. 12-8 is where we find ourselves. XSET continue to push forward.
4 rounds away from overtime. 100 Thieves, they keep getting it so close. The 1v1s, the 1v2s, but it's XSET continuing to keep it going. And, I mean, it's Zekin at the forefront of that. Every single one of these rounds feels like he is the linchpin for his team, and well, he's just continuing to grow as the pressure mounts. Now, into this 21st round of play, the Thieves stuck in on this eco round.
Seemingly a 9th. Asuna might have something to say about it, but he's immediately sat down. A huge pickup. Ethan continues to be a demon. The pistols come online. It shouldn't be enough to win the round. As it leave things into the hands of Steel in a 1v3 situation. Only a Sheriff to work with, but he's got the read on the play. Got the read on the site. Zekin's head spotted as he tries to back away. Pure R is there to hold on once more. 12-9. 3 rounds now as XSET take it 1 round at a time, but it's 100 Thieves back in rifles.
XSET, what is the road to consistency? B-site, it's been their solution in so many of these, but now it looks like they're postured out towards A. Just Ethan to hold on to this position, and for the 100 Thieves, they're gonna have to rethink how they're doing things. I wouldn't hate to see them maybe lean a bit more into the retake, because they have been taking these early fights, but they've been generally losing out on them. And Ethan, he might be in that same position.
Hawk out. Blinded.
Tosses out that guiding light, and so much information garnered there. I believe it was only Def not spotted by that 0 point. So 4 players stacked up, hit by the nullification and the silence. As the 8 seconds has passed, the site has been taken and the utility back online. Is going to allow for a free take onto the A site with the spike planted. It's something a bit different, Mimi. It's a 5v5 in the post plant.
That it is. Positioning is really good from XSET though. Up in the hands of Asuna. It's tough on the retake, and 100 Thieves initially taking this slow. Droid looking to be that first point of initiation.
Huge recon bolt there as Def finds the first. The op shot's not going to land just yet for Asuna as he's glass cannon in the round. Def to find another. They try to pinch onto the site, but they all start to fall themselves. Only 2 kills picked up as they leave it into the hands, make it 1 kill picked up as they leave it in the hands of Asuna, who finds another on the way out. A bit of foreshadowing as the story unfolds, but it's XSET again, this time to double digits.
100 Thieves, it felt like maybe it was a bit too slow. It's a clean shot from Asuna, but it's not going to find too much impact. Besides maybe a bit more damage to this XSET economy. And it feels like the retake was the right idea. It was what I was talking about in the pre-round. They've been losing members early on in these fights, so Ethan, he finds the info, he concedes. They had all the information. They had the rotation well timed, but they were just a little slow to begin this, and then XSET just realized that the full presence was up towards heaven. They could put all their forces, all their artillery towards that direction, and it worked exceptionally well. Another save here for 100 Thieves, but Asuna, operator still in hand. He could change the game. He could change this round.
And he could. Bow in hand. BCJ survives the shot. It goes a bit wide as Def picks up the first on the round. Def feeling like the tip of the spear for his squad, and Asuna unfortunately a bit dulled here in this round as Def finds the second. It's the operator down. Now it's all up. The 2 sheriffs and the ghosts in the hands of 100 Thieves. But it's looking like, and yes, it is a flawless round as XSET will push us all the way to the last round of regulation.
We found ourselves in this situation once before. 12-11 was the scoreline, and the 100 Thieves closed out in the final round. But XSET, they're looking to flip that script, to keep alive, to try and find their way into Berlin through this upper bracket. There's still another map to this series if XSET can find it. Operator in the hands of Def, of all people, and Pure R1 as well. This is interesting. Double off. I imagine they play slow and look for an early duel. Try and shut down Asuna. And well, with Pure R missing his initial shot, he'll convert onto this Phantom and look to play with the team. But Def, he's found Asuna. What a scalp to pick up.
A huge frag to have, and it's the punishment of the aggression as Aaron queues up the lockdown, the spike. Still hovering on this side of the map as well. Nice guiding light in the drone. Gonna get some information as to where Ethan is currently playing. Not gonna amount to much more off the back end of that for now. Nitro undetected, but the Seekers surely give away the position. Nitro goes huge. He picks up 3 to equal the odds. Very healthy are the 2 remaining for 100 Thieves for XSET. It's the Zoomer and Zekin. It's Pure R to try and hang on, but the no command will slow things down for now as the suppression. It stops the utility. The guiding light for the flash, the spike to be planted. It all comes down to this. The fragment forces them away. The shock dart finds the frag, and Pure R in a 1v2 situation to try and hang on to get us to OT. To secure the spot in Berlin, they just can't do it. With a 2-0 victory, 100 Thieves. How's your German? Because you're headed to Berlin.
100 Thieves, my God, it was an incredible comeback.